In the early 90s, one Roland Joffe owned the production company Light Motive. Little did he know, he was about to ruin the reputation of video game films for the next 30 years. He wanted to make a Mario movie, and with $2 million and a great sales pitch, I think, he was given temporary creative control over the Mario film rights.
The Cronenberg amalgamation of many famous 90s movies like TMNT, Batman, Die Hard, and Max Headroom give you the film that you see here today. Super Mario Bros. 1993.
An all-star cast was gathered to make the Mario movie something truly special. In this roster, we have Bob Hoskins as Mario, John Leguizamo as Luigi Mario, Samantha Mathis as Daisy, Dennis Hopper as King Koopa.
This film has been widely panned for years. Our entire lives we were told how much this movie was complete trash. With our expectations on the floor, we choked down our pride and watched this infamous movie. And hey, it wasn't that bad.
As far as a Mario adaptation goes, it might be the farthest thing ever from what you'd expect. But think of it this way. It might not be a Mario movie, but instead more of a movie with Mario. All of the famous characters you've grown to love are surely named throughout this movie. As far as their characterizations go, they're not great. Just imagine that this is a bunch of new characters that just so happen to share the name of famed video game icons. At this point, we're pretty much just asking you to watch this movie without sound. But wait, don't leave. I swear, it's kinda good.
We start the film in a place full of magic, mystery, and greasy plumbers, New York City. Our heroes Mario and Luigi run the Mario Brothers Plumbing Service, a service in harsh competition with the Scapelli family, and are currently losing despite being the better plumbers. Considering this is real life and not the Mushroom Kingdom, you'd imagine it would be excruciating. But the little adventures that these bros go on, like a double date in the sabotaged sewers that the Scapelli family ruined to destroy an archaeological dig site, really invigorate the movie. They really doubled down on somehow making plumbing really entertaining, and these scenes really knock it out of the park with Mario's genuine Brooklyn accent, even though Bob Hoskins is British.
But uh-oh, looks like the sewers got a little slippery, as Daisy, Luigi's love interest, and also not Peach for whatever reason, slipped into the arms of some goons as they threw her into a wall and she fell into the back rooms. And as they do, the brothers follow.
Now, this is where the movie really begins, even though we like it less. Through the portal of terrifying CGI, there is a whole underground world full of ridiculous characters, with a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles level of grunge. Inhabited by Koopas, Goombas, a really mean old lady, and whatever ruffians they could get their hands on, the new city they find themselves in is just as aggressive as the Big Apple. But instead of fun guys, you have Fun Guy.
This city is actually really impressive and beautiful. The amount of pure talent poured into the creative facets of this movie are insane considering the reputation it has. The animatronic Yoshi, the mushrooms covering every wall of the city, and the costuming and makeup keep the city grounded in reality. It's fascinating how much they wanted to make Mario into Blade Runner.
But despite how much we adore the set design, it's time to get back to the story. It's time to meet the big man, King Koopa, who is currently running for forceful re-election in the world of Dino Hatton. President Koopa has kidnapped a bunch of women to find the daughter of the previous king so he can end that bloodline or something. I kind of forget. It doesn't matter though. As the Mario Bros arrive in Dino Hatton, they are arrested and thrown into the big house, where we meet the fan favorite musician, Toad, who is promptly used as an example for King Koopa's evil scheme to de-evolve people and make them into disgusting little subjects. Welcome to the History Channel. My name is Hill Story, and today we'll be talking about the ancient history of Dino Hatton. You see, back in the day, a meteor hit the world, splitting the world into two. When the meteor hit New York City, it split the universe into two separate universes. On one side, we had the dinosaurs, and the other side, we had the mammals. You see, these were able to evolve parallel, creating two very similar worlds. One was for humans, one was for Dino Hattians. This is not good though, as you see, King Bowser has a de-evolution gun, and with this de-evolution gun, he'll be able to de-evolve humans back to their monkey ancestors. If he does it to his own residents at Dino Hatton, they turn into dinosaurs. So he'll have a dinosaur army to attack our monkey town. And as we all know from basic history, dinosaur beats monkey. So that is simply not good. It's okay though, because the Mario Brothers, our finest soldiers, have made their way over there and are going to stop King Bowser before he can do anything despicable. I've been Hill Story, thank you for tuning in, and back to our feature presentation where we talk about the side characters of the Super Mario Bros. Movie.
Iggy and Spike. Named after these two? I don't know, these guys are pretty much just brand new characters. Anyways, they are the stupid cousins of King Koopa, who commonly fail his orders. As punishment, they go into the de-evolution machine and, in a twist of fate, evolve. So their brains grow and they become intelligent. They may have a powerful lexicon now, but they're still stupid, and so they continue to fail consistently. This duo, played by Fisher Stevens and Richard Edson, provided excellent goofs and gaffes for the audience to enjoy.
After escaping from jail, the Mario Brothers are wandering about and walk into a strip club. With Mario being next to nearly naked woman aside, here we meet the character of Big Bertha, the bouncer of the Boom Boom Bar, and the recipient of Mario's unstoppable riz.
I love that sentence so much.
Once Mario puts the moves on, she has no chance but to fall in love with the man in red, even though he has yet to put on his iconic colors. She doesn't show up much, but Francesca P. Roberts really gives it her all and makes Big Bertha instantly iconic.
And finally, we have Toad, the musician turned little reptile guy who periodically shows his, now tiny, face as a Goomba with a little harmonica. He doesn't do too much, but whenever we saw him, we audibly cheered. We don't know why, but he's just a little dude.
The movie, however, just keeps going. Most of the Dino Hatton antics involve the titular brothers running about while various ne'er-do-wells try their best to catch them. So we can skip to the climax. Thanks to Miss Bertha, the Mario Brothers have been upgraded, and now can jump real good. They are no longer jump boys, they are now jump men. Now they can save the recently revealed Princess Daisy from Koopa's tower. The only problem is that the assault takes absolutely forever. All that happens is that the Mario Brothers make the Koopas and Goombas square dance in an elevator for literally no reason. In the extended cut, we get double the dancing. On a higher floor, we find Yoshi and Daisy, safe and sound. Unfortunately, Koopa has escaped and is planning on traveling to the human world. The brothers follow, and now they are back in Brooklyn. Now, imagine watching that for a solid quarter of the movie. It's really long, but the movie is absolutely saved by the best moment in cinematic history.
Koopa has a de-evolution gun and decides enough is enough and attempts to shoot Mario. He misses and hits Scapelli, the guy from the beginning, turning him into, as Koopa excellently put, monkey. This one-line delivery is enough to make me forget about all the dragging parts of the story. Speaking of forgetting, we'll just let this scene slide. But alas, the brothers save New York, and when back in the Mushroom Kingdom, the big final fight erupts with Koopa turning into a T-Rex because of like de-evolution hijinks or something, and then with a little more de-evolution, King Koopa is now just a pile of primordial goop. The end. Day saved.
It's fair to say that this Mario movie didn't receive good reception upon release. In fact, it bombed at the box office, losing $20 million on a $42 million budget. At the very least, this movie's biggest strength lies in its cast, which includes many big names. Although their performances may have not been award-winning, they do bring a certain charisma and energy to their roles that keeps the audience engaged. Bob Hoskins, in particular, delivers a surprisingly nuanced performance as Mario, even though he was drunk throughout the entire shooting session.
This movie is obviously not perfect. It's a movie to laugh at and a cool look into the weird world of 90s adaptations. Even though this movie doesn't even attempt to adapt the iconic video game franchise, it gives its own weird, offbeat charm that persists throughout the film, especially when watching with friends. And we think that it's enough to let this movie slide. It's a real scamp, a rough little guy trying his best. And we love him for it.